All right, the nwgyfl football game of the week live at Hiram Hornets football complex with the 95-pound Hillgrove Hawks coming in to face the 95-pound Hiram Hornets. Your captains of today's game will be number 7 for Hillgrove, Jaquan Green, also number 38, Valen Collier, and number 1 is going to be Xavier Ocean. And your captain today is for Hiram, number 6, Brandon Davis. We have Johnson. He is number 80. That's going to be 88, Caleb Johnson. Looks like Robinson's out there for the Hiram Hornets. And I don't see Robinson's number. It's like 15. And we have Price. Joshua Price, number 8. And that number 18 is Terrence L. Robinson, Jr. It's like Hillgrove's out there waiting on the toss, man. Can't seem to hold. They ready to play. Got a nice sunny day in November here in Hiram, Georgia. The Hillgrove Hawks represent Hillgrove High School in Powder Springs, Georgia. And the Hiram Hornets representing the Hiram Hornet High School here in Hiram, Georgia. Now the umpires are backing the captains up. We're playing on an 80-yard field. Everybody seems to be getting in order now for the coin toss here in Dallas, Georgia, or Hiram, Georgia, for the nwgyfl football game of the week. Now the Whitecaps calling them in, and here we go with today's captains, Johnson, Davis, Price, and Robinson. On the other side, Green, Collier, and Ocean. And here comes the captains of the Hiram Hornets, represented by the whole team, and the Hillgrove Hawks captains on the far side. We have 4 officials on the field, 1 official in the booth running the clock today, as we do every day, every game. We got another 2 games tonight. The Hiram Hornet 115-pound 9-year-olds and the 125-pound 10-year-olds playing Ackworth. Both teams tonight. One of those games will be undefeated. Someone will go home sad today. Probably the coach from one of those teams. That's what you're thinking, right? Kids don't care. It's the coach and the parents. Somebody's coach and parents will be sad today. The kids will go on about their partying. That's right. We are almost done, Coach. Yep. All right, here we are. We're getting ready for the coin toss. He's explaining it to both teams. It's like Coach Scott's out there, Calvin Scott. For the Hornets, representing the home team, here's the toss. There it is. It's a double-headed coin. All right, looks like Hillgrove may have won the toss, and they're going to kick, he said. So Hillgrove, it looks like early preliminations are Hillgrove won the toss, and they're going to elect to receive the ball. I believe is what we're doing as we try to get these youngsters in gear here. Hillgrove has won the toss, and Hillgrove has elected to receive the football today to start the football game. Hillgrove's a pretty good ball club. Hiram Hornets, pretty good ball club. So maybe we'll have us a good game of the week at Hiram, Georgia. All right, so Hiram's going to be kicking from right to left, and Hillgrove's running from left to right. This could be a long game, or it could be a short game. After 30 points get up on the scoreboard, we'll have a running clock in the second half, so that makes it go by pretty quick. So we're getting set with some final equipment inspections going on the field for Davis. Coach checking him out. Robinson's getting checked out to make sure his helmet's good. Kicking the ball for Hiram. Looks like it's going to be number 8. Joshua Price may be the kicker. We'll know here in just a moment. Back deep for Hillgrove is number 6 for the Hawks, Quentin Caldwell. And also back there, I believe, number 16, Landon Houston. And kicking off for the Hornets will be Price, number 6. As we get set for the kickoff. Also back for Hillgrove will be number 3, Brazil. And number 1's back there, Ocean. So we got 4 back guys. And here we go with the kick from Price. It's going to come to the near side. It's going to be fielded by the front man. And he was down. Nice catch by number 23 for the Hillgrove Hawks, Van Arsdale. And just like that, the Hillgrove Hawks will start the ball on their own or on the 39-yard line of the Hornets. Hornets comes out with a big old nose guard. McAfee's out there. McAfee's huge. I'm glad I don't have to feed that kid. It's like Johnson's also out there on the line. Big boy on the lines for the Hiram Hornets as Hillgrove plans their first attack on the Hiram Hornet 39-yard line. Hillgrove's getting their last bit of instructions in the huddle. They don't really count too much 30 seconds or 35-second snaps or any of that stuff unless it gets too crazy. 5 minutes, maybe some issues. All right, Hillgrove comes out under center. Your quarterback is number 6, Quentin Caldwell. He's got a man in the backfield, 1 long back man, and 2 wideouts. It's like he tried to come in motion and stop. The handoff goes to number 3 up the middle, and he's hit hard by the Hiram Hornets. That's Brizel, and he's hit by Wiggins, Sanders, Schwartz, and Johnson, all in on that stop for the Hornets. It's going to be 2nd down and 9 for the Hillgrove Hawks. The NWGYFL football game of the week, 1 of 3 today. Going to have some good football for you guys today. Looks like the Hillgrove Hawks are now breaking the huddle. Number 62 coming out, your center, Cody Morgan. As we go out again, under center will be number 6, Caldwell. 1 man lone in the backfield for the Hillgrove Hawks. This is 8-year-old football, or 7-year-old football, I believe. It's Hamilton going around the far side, number 33. And he is stopped by a whole bunch of Hornets, and he only got about 4 yards on that carry. Looks like he got hit by number 15 for Hiram to come up with that stop. Javon Reynolds, and it's going to be 3rd down now and 6. So 3rd and 6 for the Hillgrove Hawks as they get ready to try their 3rd snap of the ball game. We got the game of the week, NWGYFL, Northwest Georgia Youth Football League, game of the week. We are the largest youth football organization in the state of Georgia. Under center, in motion goes Houston. It's going to be a handoff to Houston around the far side. He cuts up, and he's got a little bit of room, and Houston's going to be enough for the 1st down, but I believe it might be coming back. So let's see what the call is going to be. We do have a flag on the play. We'll check in with a white hat and see what he's got going on. He's checking with Hiram, so it's going to go against Hillgrove. And it was right on the 1st down, but it might have been a little bit short on the 1st down out of the way, but now it's going to come back. Here's the call from our referee. It's going to be holding against Hillgrove. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty. And it's going to come way back. 10 yards from the flag. And now Hillgrove is in line with their huddle right at the football. Not sure they realized that the ball was right there. It's all good. So now we got 3rd down and about 17. 3rd and 17 for the Hawks. Looks like Hiram's playing some pretty good defense. This is going to be kind of a slow game until these kids get going, making things happen. It's like the defensive line set, got their hands up, ready, and there's not even anybody there yet. So the huddle breaks. We got a shotgun formation. We got trips out to the right. Uh-oh, we got a timeout now. And that's the way it's going to go for this ball game. We're going to have timeouts, penalties, and a whole bunch of other things to delay it for us. So we got a little bit of a timeout for the Hawks. There goes the Water boys. Water. Hillgrove called timeout, and they're not even talking to their players. It's like the coaches are having a discussion. The players are still in the same format. same formation they were in. I think the players are ready to play. Maybe the coaches are confused. Players are ready to do their thing. Got the game of the week. We're in Hiram for the Hiram Hillgrove Hawks. 95-pound football. I'm not real familiar with these two teams. We haven't seen them play yet this year. I think they're like maybe 6-3 for their record for the Hillgrove. Yeah, we're here today for this game of the week, and we got two more games today. The undefeated Hiram Hornets and the undefeated Ackworth Warriors at 5 o'clock. And then the Hiram Hornets and the Ackworth Warriors at 7 o'clock. Or actually at 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Or at 5 and 7, yeah. Okay, we got a little pistol going on back there. We got men in motion, but they're not going to call it. These kids are a little young to be calling everything because there's a penalty on every play. And number 16's got the football coming around the near side for the Hawks. It's McCaffey. He's got a little bit of running room, and McCaffey's going straight down the sideline. And I can't keep the camera on the young man. He stepped out of bounds. Man, what a break for the Hornets because he went all the way in for the touchdown. But they said he went out of bounds about 7 yards short of the first down. So it's going to be 4th down now and 7. I think I'd run that play again. Maybe to the other side. Yeah, it worked good. Had a hard time. These games are on the internet. Yep. Try to do a good game every week for the game of the week, but sometimes the games don't come out like we expect them to. So we got 4th and 7 for the Hillgrove Hawks. They just ran a touchdown, but the young man stepped out of bounds, so got called back 7 yards short of the first down. It's like we got the pistol formation again. Houston, number 16, is your quarterback. We got 3 wideouts here again. Probably going to see the same thing like I mentioned around the other side now. And Houston is going to be brought down just over the 35-yard line. We got a flag on the play. Another flag on the play. It's going to be another holding against Hillgrove, so they decline it. So the ball goes over on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 now for Hiram, and the ball's on the 35-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the Hiram Hornet offense. So Hiram Hornets stopped them. And now we'll see what Hiram can do. 95-pound football. We're in Hiram, Georgia. Hiram Hornets and the Hillgrove Hawks. Hillgrove representing Hillgrove High School, of course, and the Hornets representing Hiram High School. Got the coaches on the sideline hollering, get the ball back, and maybe they'll do that in 4 downs. We'll find out. We got a under center formation here for the Hiram Hornets. It's like number 2, Calvin Scott, your quarterback. And we got a wasted timeout for the Hiram Hornets. Not even ran a play, and we call timeout. Yeah, the clock didn't even move, and they wasted a timeout. I think the coach needed some water. Well, it's a nice complex. We have 2 football fields and probably 3 or 4 baseball fields in Hiram, Georgia. Don't have much to talk about yet. Hiram hadn't even run a play and called 1 timeout. So here we go with everybody may be in position now. Looks like Scott's your quarterback. Calvin, number 2. His dad's also the head coach. We got a little somewhat of a T formation in the backfield. Calvin Scott's under center, toes the center to get down there and get ready. And here's going to be the first play for the Hiram Hornets. And the clock's running. Hayes got the ball going around the far side. Hayes cuts up, and he's going to be breaking 1 tackle. Broke 2 tackles, 3 tackles, and now Hayes is going to go all the way down to the 18-yard line. Finally brought down by number 12 for Hillgrove. Tave Katadavong finally brought him down and saved the touchdown. So it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Hiram Hornets, and the ball is on the 18-yard line. As Hiram is going with no huddle, hurry-up kind of offense out there for Calvin Scott, your quarterback. See what he's got in mind. He's going to run for the team here. Under center, Calvin Scott, number 2, man in motion, and they're going to call it. Number 6 should have just kept on going. That's Davis for the Hiram Hornets. He took one step and just kind of stopped. He maybe should have took off in motion. Well, it's going against the defense. Wow. Okay. So the penalty went against the defense. I sworn it was movement for Davis in the backfield, but nope. Instead, it goes against the Hillgrove Hawks. It's going to be 1st and 5 now. The ball's on the 13-yard line. Scott hands the ball off to the left side of the line, and he's going to be close to a first down, and it's going to be about a half a yard short. Looks like number 16, McAfee. I believe it was McAfee with the football, or number 19 or 18, Robinson. It's hard to see these numbers when they don't show them to you because they don't have the football numbers on the sleeve. Actually, it's number 19, Obadiah Spicer. Got down to about the 9-yard line, so it's going to be 2nd down and a yard. As we call another timeout. Not sure who called that one, but doesn't really matter. Hillgrove called the timeout. Thank you. Yeah, that works out good. Hillgrove taking their timeout. That's 2 for them now in the ball game. We got 6 minutes left in the first quarter. There's no score. Hillgrove broke a long one, but it got called back. Said he stepped out of bounds, and now Hiram on their first play ran about 25, 30 yards for their first possession. And now we have Scott under center, your quarterback, Obadiah, and Davis in the backfield. Obadiah Spicer, and Davis in the backfield. Looks like Scott might try to run it up the middle himself. He's kind of leaning that way. And I'm wrong. He's going to take it around the outside. Scott's going to be hit by some Hillgrove Hawks and finally brought down by a big number 12 for the Hillgrove Hawks. That's going to be Tavi Kadavong one more time. Tavi saved a touchdown, and now he's just drove him back a few more yards. So it's going to be 3rd down now and 4. 3rd and 4 for the Hiram Hornets. Got the parents telling everybody to block, reminding them that's what they're supposed to do. So maybe they'll understand. So it's going to be 3rd down and 4 for the Hiram Hornets. Scott's your quarterback. We got man in motion, number 4, and he's going to get the football. That's going to be Savage. Savage comes in, breaks one tackle, and finally brought down by big number 71 for the Hillgrove Hawks, Heath Vineyard, and actually it was LeVar Wiggins, the ball carrier, number 4. And it will now be 4th down. So Hiram broke one about 35, 38 yards earlier, and that's where they've been this whole time, right there in that same little area. No score yet. 4 minutes and 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Scott's under center. Davis and Spicer in the backfield. And Scott's going to take the snap and take off around the far side. He's got a little bit of room, and he's going to be met by a Hawk, and he broke it. And now he's going to be met by 3 or 4 Hawks, and he can't break that one. Looks like number 62 in there for the Hawks, Cody Morgan. And it will be over on downs. It's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Hiram Hornets. Turning the ball over to the Hillgrove Hawks. Into the game comes 17 Schwartz, 16 McAfee, and 52 Sanders for the defensive team for the Hiram Hornets. As Hillgrove did a nice defensive stand and takes over on downs. The only problem is now Hillgrove's got to run about 89 yards, 79 yards. 79 yards, they got to go for the touchdown. So, it's going to be a long haul. So, here we are. Yes. These kids have a tendency to run 80 yards sideways sometimes. So we got Hillgrove now. They are in the under center. We got a wishbone. And we're going to hand off to number 3. He's coming up the middle. And it's Caden Brazil. And he's brought down by a couple of Hornets. And he only gained about 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 for the Hillgrove Hawks. Nice day for football. It's the second day of November. And it is a nice day. Don't forget to set your clocks back. Yeah, no. That's correct. I'll know that now. In Florida and Georgia. In Florida and Georgia. Today, Florida and Georgia's playing. Georgia's going into 2 losses in a row, man. That's not good. Under center, your quarterback, Caldwell. He's got a little wishbone back there, and he's wishing for something good to happen. Hands the ball off to 33, Torrin Hamilton, and he's hit by a whole bunch of Hornets. Number 17's out there. Also see number 4. It's going to be Schwartz, Wiggins, and coming up off the bottom of that pile will be number 9, John Eastine, Jr. And it's going to be third down now, and 3rd and 7 for the Hillgrove Hawks. Hiram doing a pretty good homestand right now. 3rd and 7, Hillgrove. They've already called 2 timeouts in the first quarter. We only got 3 minutes and 16 seconds left in the first quarter. And they've burnt 2 timeouts, and Hiram has burnt 1. Hopefully they won't need those later on in this game. So far it's been a defensive game. Number 6 under center for the Hillgrove Hawks, Caldwell. He's got 2 wideouts, 1 in motion. He's going to get the football on the near side, Ocean. And he's fumbled. Fumble on the play, and it's going to be recovered by Hillgrove. It'll be 4th down. Recovered by number 6, Houston. So now it is 4th down and 6, maybe 5.5 for the Hillgrove Hawks. Not a very exciting ball game going on right now for the fans in the ballpark or the ones out here watching. Johnson comes in the game, and it is going to be an automatic punt for Hillgrove. There we go. Nice little end-over-end kick by the official. This age group, when they do an automatic punt, they just mark it off. I believe it's about 20 yards. And Hiram will now get the ball on the Hillgrove 37-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for the Hornets. Nate Halbrooks and Jimbo Black going to bring you the next 2 games today for the games of the week. The 9-year-old undefeated Ackworth Warriors and the Hiram Hornets. Both teams undefeated. And the 10-year-old Ackworth Warriors and the Hiram Hornets. Going to be 2 good ball games. Finding out who gets seeded where for the playoffs to start next week. Finding out what these teams have and what they don't have today. Hiram Hornets under center, Calvin Scott, the quarterback. He's got a little man out to the right. And got little number 6, took another step. They don't call it. And the handoff goes to number 6. That's Davis. He's hit hard by Hamilton. Also in on the stop is number 23 for the Hillgrove Hawks, Van Arsdale, to make sure nothing happened but a loss of a yard on the play. So it'll be 2nd down now and 11 for the Hiram Hornets. No huddle offense. Hurrying up is what they're doing. Catching Hillgrove off balance every now and then. Looks like it's going to be some kind of a run up the middle. Nobody's in the backfield. Scott's got the football, and he's got room, and he's running. Scott broke 1 tackle. Got a little face mask on there, and there's going to get called. Face mask by number 33 for the Hillgrove Hawks is going to be Torrin Hamilton. It's going to be a 1st down, and they're probably going to tack on a little bit more for that face mask. 10 more yard penalty for the face mask, and it's going to be a nice little field position. That's right. Yep. They did have a little movement in the backfield, but he did stop, so that's okay. That's legal. We're going to add 10 more yards to that run. That's about a 20-yard, 21-yard gain now for the Hiram Hornets with the penalty. So once again, Hiram Hornets are down there on the 10, about the 10.5-yard line, so they still have room to get the 1st down. So Hiram Hornets threatening again. They were there last drive and got denied and had to turn the ball over on downs, and now they're there again. It's 1st and 10. The ball's on the 10.5. Hiram Hornets under center. Scott's your quarterback. We got Davis and Spicer in the backfield with him. East Times and 2 wideouts to the right. And here's the snap. The ball's going to go to Davis around the far side. He's going to be hit in the backfield and brought down by 33, Caleb Eichner. I'll take that back. 33 is going to be Torrin Hamilton again. And we got a flag on the play. Looks like this time it may be going against the Hornets. Yep. It's going to go against the Hornets. We'll wait for the call from the Whitecap. This is going to be holding against the Hornets, so now it's going to back it up 10 yards. And it's going to be first down now and 20, and the ball should be on the 21 and our 20, well, it's going to be on the 23. They can still get a first down. They got about a half a yard between the marker and the goal line. So they do have room for a first down, but if they're going to go that far, you might as well take it on in. First down and long. First and 22 for the Hiram Hornets. Under center is Scott, your quarterback. He's a pretty good quarterback. He's fun to watch. He likes to make things happen. Davis and Spicer in the backfield. Scott's ready. Got his team set. Scott's got the ball going around the far side. He's got room, and he's got blocks. In from out of nowhere. Big number 71 for the Hillgrove Hawks came from nowhere. Heath Vineyard, and lost a few more yardage on that play. Lost about 4 yards. It'll be second down now and real long for the Hornets. Coach Scott's not happy, telling his team to get here. Went out on the field to take over as the offensive coach, on-field coach, and he's not happy with what just happened, so he'll probably turn some things around. And I believe we got another timeout. Another timeout. This time it looked like it may be – I wasn't even watching. I didn't expect to see a timeout. So I'm not sure who the timeout was. Was it Hiram's timeout? All right, the official in the booth said timeout Hiram. So now they both burnt 2 timeouts, and we're still in the first quarter. We have 32 seconds left in the first quarter, and Hiram and Hillgrove have both burnt the timeout. Wiggins comes back into game number 4 for the Hornets. Coach is telling him to get in there and hit somebody, I'm sure. So we are set. The ball's on the 25 for the Hiram Hornets, so they can get a first down, but they got to get to the 1-inch line to get a first down, so they might as well go ahead if they're going to go that far and get a touchdown. So it's going to be first and make it second down and long for the Hornets. We got 95-pound football going on in Hiram, Georgia. Davis and Spicer in the backfield. Reynolds going to the far side, got a little confusion again. And number 4, Wiggins, way out there to the right. Wiggins comes in motion. S-Tom's going to get the football where he's met by big number 33 for the Hillgrove Hawks, Torrin Hamilton. We got a flag in the backfield, and it's going to be called against the Hornets. It's a legal formation on the Hornets. The best thing about it is it'll stay second down. Yeah, it looked like illegal, but they might have lost it down. No, it's going to go back to second down. Yep. Illegal formation, only 6 people were on the line at that time, and you got to have more than that. So they lost 5 yards, and it's going to be a loss of a down, too. They decline it. So it's third down. The penalties decline. Hiram had long anyway, so they'd rather take the loss of a down. Referee needs to pick his flag up. There you go. Got it for them. Kid got it for him. So Hillgrove declined it. And we got a last time out taken by Hillgrove. It's like coach is not happy with his end out here. Burn a timeout for that one play to holler at the guy a little bit. Moved him in about, spent a timeout, moved the guy in about 3 feet. So I don't know what's better, leave him outside 3 feet or move him in and waste a timeout. So either way, it's good. Hillgrove's ball, defense, Hiram's ball. East time in motion, and he's going to, it's like a busted play in the backfield. And Scott is going to be hit at the 30 and brought down by the Hillgrove Hawks. Looks like Scott was planning to go the other way, and it didn't work out that way. In on the stop, number 6 for Hillgrove, Caldwell, who's also their quarterback. It's like we have a hurt player now. Could be Scott may be down. He was brought down by a few players for Hillgrove. May got the breath knocked out of him. Coach Calvin Scott comes in to check things out as all the players for the courtesy injured player takes a courtesy knee. Calvin Scott went to the left, and then he had to run the football to the right, so he had nobody out there protecting him. Got hit by a few Hillgrove Hawk players, and I'm sure he's just got the breath knocked out of him. He's coming off the field now. Should get a nice round of applause, but we got one person giving him a round, so he's been playing pretty good out there. He's got to come off the field for one play. End of the game comes short, 17. Yeah, I think he's upset. I think he's mad because the play got busted. The coach is telling him to get down here, and he's down here, and he ain't budging. That's his dad, too. Yeah, that's his dad. Here's little Calvin way down here. And the coach told him to get down here, and he didn't budge. So I think he's mad about that busted play a little bit. He'll probably get back in there and show something, make something happen here in a second. All right, 4th down and real long for the Hornets. They got about 27 yards, and they can get a first down. Maybe, no, I'll take that back. They can get a first down in about 29 yards. They can still get a first down, so, or they can go 1 more yard and get a touchdown. So here we go, 4th down and long for the Hornets. It's fumble on the snap, and it's going to be recovered by the Hornets, but it's going over on downs. Davis, number 6, fell on the football, so it's going over on downs. It'll now be 1st and 10 for the Hillgrove Hawks on the 29. Make it to 31. 31-yard line for the Hawks. They go over on downs. Both times now, Hiram's got down within 10 yards of the goal line and could not produce any points. So Hiram has turned the ball over twice on downs when they started inside the 10 or at the 10. So they'll probably get that straightened out. We got 9 minutes and 55 seconds left in the first half. 0-0 score. Hillgrove Hawks and the Hiram Hornets, 95-pound football. The nwgyfl football game of the week, 1 of 3 today, as we'll bring you the 5 o'clock game. Hiram Hornets and Ackworth Warriors, undefeated 9-year-olds, and the 10-year-old game at 7 o'clock. So Hillgrove's broken the huddle. Don't know what's going on. Oh, here we go. All right, here we go. Hillgrove's under center. Got one big man in the backfield, number 33, Torrin Hamilton. In motion comes Xavier Ocean. Looks like Ocean's going to get the ball around the near side, and he's going to be brought down by Wiggins and hit in there by Hanks, also number 24. So Wiggins and Hanks, along with Johnson, made things happen for the Hornets, and they may have lost about a half a yard. It's going to be 2nd down and 11. 2nd down and 11 for the Hillgrove Hawks. If they spot it where, well, they didn't move it at all, so it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Hawks. McAfee, number 16, is a big old lineman out there for Hiram. I don't know why they want to run toward him. He's a pretty big old man. We got number 1 out to the left, Ocean. He's going to come in motion, and he's going to get the handoff this time going to number 33 for Hillgrove. He's got plenty of room, and he's going to go all the way down to the 10-yard line for the Hillgrove Hawks. So from the 30 to the 10, it's a 40-yard run for Hillgrove, and this is the first time that Hillgrove's been down inside the 10 other than a touchdown run that was called back by a slip of the bound line. A man stepped out of bounds, and they brought it back. So this is as close to the goal line as Hillgrove has been in the ball game without having it coming back. So it's on the 10, 1st and goal to go for the Hawks. Threatening in the second quarter. We have 8 minutes and 39 seconds left in the first half. Hillgrove's threatening on the 10. Center breaks the huddle for the Hawks, Cody Morgan. Now the coach is telling the rest of the guys what's going on because the center must have some better ears. He only needs to hear it one time. Huddle is broken. We have a little pistol formation with 33 in the backfield, Torrin Hamilton. Also Caldwell, your quarterback, and Caldwell's going to keep it. He's got a little block, and he's got a breaks one tackle and finally brought down out of bounds by number 17. That's going to be Schwartz. Schwartz for the Hiram Hornets, Aiden Charles Schwartz. and they're going to gain no gain because there's a flag on the play. So they're trying to figure out the box guy moved the box, but we know he's just inside the 10 because it was first and goal. So he's moved the box, and now they're trying to get him set as this penalty is going to go against Hillgrove. It's going to be holding again against Hillgrove, and it's going to back him up 10 more yards. Now it's going to be first and goal from the 20, maybe the 19. Yep, first and goal from the 21. It's a 10-yard penalty from the flag. So first and goal for the 21. Both teams have had first and goal. Hiram had first and goal forever, and Hillgrove's got first and goal with 21. First and goal on the 21 for the Hawks. Umpires are scratching their head out there trying to figure out what's going on. Right, no score. 7 minutes and 57 seconds left in the first half. Hillgrove and Hiram. 95-pound football. We're in Dallas, Georgia. Caldwell's your quarterback, number 6. Behind him, number 33, big man in the backfield, Hamilton. And the ball goes to number 16, Houston, around the far side. He's got room. He's got blocks and he's got room. And finally, he is hit by number 24 for the Hiram Hornets, Calvin Malik Banks, and brought him down for a little more of a loss on that. So it's going to be second down now and long for the Hillgrove Hawks. We got an injured player. It's like for the Hornets might be Johnson, number 88. And we got another flag. It is 88. He's up and walking off on his own. He gets a nice round of applause. And we have another flag, and they're talking to Hiram. So it's going to go against Hillgrove, and it will probably be holding again, and it is holding. So now it's going to be first and 30. First and goal on the 31. I think I'd rather have first and 10. Wow. First and goal on the 31-yard line. And Hillgrove, every time they get down there doing a little threatening situation, they get a holding call. That's about a 45-yard penalty for Hillgrove today on 3 holds. Actually about 30 yards. It's only a 10-yard penalty on this field. Fumble in the backfield, and it's going to be recovered by the Hiram Hornets. My man, number 4, Wiggins, in there to make sure things produced his way, and he falls on the football for the Hornets. They take over. It will be first and 10 for the Hornets. Now the ball's on the 35. So Hornets ball on their own 35 as they take it over on downs. Or take it over on the fumble. It'll be first and 10 on the 35 for the Hornets. So we got Scott back in the game. He's a good little quarterback, number 2 for the Hiram Hornets. Scott's your quarterback, number 2. You got a little wishbone thing going on back there. Well, Barber wasn't in there, and then we wasted another timeout to ask him why he wasn't in there. So that's 3 timeouts now for Hiram. So Barber didn't know he was supposed to have been in the game and made Hiram take a 3rd timeout. So here we are with 7 minutes and 6 seconds left in the first half, and both teams have had 3 timeouts so far. I think that's all they get, isn't it? In a half? 4? They get 4 at this age. Yeah, that's right. Right, okay. So they do have a coach on the field at this age, so they are allowed an additional timeout. So they're having some kind of discussion about something going on with the coach in the backfield. So once the huddle breaks, the coach can have no conversation with his team on the field. He can scream and holler from the sidelines all they want to, but the coach on the field cannot have any conversation with his team. That includes picking up his left leg, his right leg, raising his arm, anything to have a conversation. We got 1st and 10 for the Hornets. The ball's on the 35. Scott, your quarterback, looking around, making sure everybody's set, looking good. Man in motion is Easttime, number 9. And the ball's going to be handoff and hit in the backfield, and he breaks it. And finally gets tied up by the Hillgrove Hawks. Number 23, Darren Vandarsdale. Also in there, Hamilton. And number 5 for the Hillgrove Hawks will be McBride. And it's a loss of about exactly 5 yards, so it's going to be 2nd down now and 15 for the Hiram Hornets. Second down and 15 for the Hiram Hornets. Game of the week, 9-year-old football, or make that 95-pound football. A little confusion on the Hiram offense. Here goes the handoff this time from Scott up the middle, right to that big number 33, which I don't know they wanted to run into him again, but he made the stop. It's going to be Hamilton on the stop. They only gained about 2 yards. It's going to be 3rd down now and 12, or 3rd and 13. Maybe a yard, 3rd and 13. Long 13, or we got an official's timeout. We got another shoe came untied. Number 62 for Hillgrove, having a hard time keeping the shoe tied, is Cody Morgan. He's also the center for the Hawks. Looks like Hiram's got all their backfield up on the butts of the linemen, so they're probably going to do that little run around the end thing that worked for them before. And here goes Scott, your quarterback, and he's going to be hit after a gain of about 3 yards. Looks like number 71, Heath Vineyard, in there on the stop for Hillgrove. Also McBride. And they gained about 4 yards back to the original line of scrimmage. Is 4th down and 10.5. They're going to do a punt. Automatic punt for the Hiram Hornets. It'll be a 20-yard walk-off. So now it's going to be 1st and 10 for Hillgrove on their 25-yard line as these umpires do a nice end-over-end walk-off punt. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 21 for Hillgrove. Five minutes and 7 seconds left in the first half of the ball game. 0-0 your score. It's not a bad game if we just kept it moving. A lot of time between these plays. A lot of kids forgetting to go into the game. A lot of timeouts being called so far. Got the game of the week going on. Now Hillgrove's got their team in the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I see 10 for the Hornets. There goes number 11. French comes into the game to fill his position. Got Hornets, got Hiram Hillgrove Hawks have kids running in all over the place. They're going to get called for a penalty if they break that huddle, because I think they have more than 12 kids or 11 kids on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so they got the one kid off, and now they're set. Hillgrove comes to the line, 1st and 10 on the 26. Caldwell, your quarterback. I don't know if he can throw the ball or not, but it looks like it's going to be a pass. There goes number 23 around the far side. It's going to be Van Arsdale, and he's going to be hit for about a 7-yard loss by the Hiram Hornets. It looks like number 19 back there, Spicer Obadiah. And now it's going to be second down and 16. Second and 16 for the Hiram Hornets, or make that the Hillgrove Hawks. I get confused with all the H's. Hiram Hornets, Hillgrove Hawks. Gets kind of confusing. Don't like to roll off my tongue too good. So for the Hawks, it's going to be second down and 16. Ball's on the 20. Mm-hmm. All right, 16 the ball carrier going around the far side for the Hillgrove Hawks, and he's got a whole bunch of room. That's Houston, and finally brought down by big number 24, Calvin Banks. And he had a little help on the far side from the rest of his teammates when he got him to the sidelines. And it's going to be about a 10-yard gain. It's going to be third down now and 7. Third and 7 for the Hillgrove Hawks. Ball's on the 30. So we got third and 7 for Hillgrove under center. And we got flags everywhere. Hamilton had the ball going off tackle and had a little bit of a hole, but it was because the Hiram Hornets didn't have to move. The whistle blew it dead. It's a false start. We're going to back it up now. It's going to be third down and 11. Third and 11 for Hillgrove. We have 2 more games today. The 115-pound Ackworth Warriors and the Hiram Hornets. Both of those teams are undefeated. So they're trying to find out who's the number 1 seed in the playoffs next week. No, not these guys. The 5 o'clock game. Mm-hmm. For 5. Oh, here? I don't know about this game. So we got Hillgrove breaking the huddle. Number 62 is breaking it. He's the center for the Hawks, and that's going to be Cody Morgan. We have under center. And it's going to be another flag. This may go against the defense. Nope. Another call for the offense. It's going to be third down now and 16. No flag. No flag on the play. So it's still going to be third down and 11. All right, third and 11 for the Hawks under center. And Caldwell hands off to big number 33, Hamilton. He busts through the line for about 7 yards. Brought down by a whole bunch of Hornets over there. So it's going to be fourth down now. We got 4th and 6. No, we'll give him 4th and 5. So what's going to happen here now? We got an injured player. It looks like number 88. No, it's not 88. He's up and walking. This guy's laying down out there. Injured player for the Hiram Hornets. Be intended to. Looks like the Hornets are worried about their little player there. Hope he's okay. You don't see too much movement.
Where's Georgia and Florida going to do today?
I don't know. Talking about the Georgia-Florida game, I think might be a long day for Georgia. Maybe. But, you know, Georgia, they do have Gurley back, so that might make a big difference.
They ain't had nothing for the last couple of games.
Yeah. All right, he's up on his feet. It's number 8 for the Hiram Hornets. Price. Yeah. Price is up and walking off on his own. So everybody took a deep breath and finally get a chance to breathe. All right, we got fourth down and about 5. Fourth and 5 for Hillgrove. Trying to decide if they're going to punt or not. Well, they're not going to do the automatic punt. They're going to run it here. We're going to see what they got now. Because either Hiram will get the ball in great field position or Hillgrove's going to make something happen. Yep, fourth down and about 6, maybe 5. I see Dr. Sherry Rudd on the sidelines. Dr. Rudd, nice little family dentistry. Her son, I guess, plays for the Hillgrove Hawks. She's also on the board at the ballpark. You need your teeth clean or get your teeth looking good, go see Dr. Rudd, R-U-D-D. She'll hook you up. And number 1, the ball carrier, finally brought down by the Hiram Hornets. And it will be Wiggins, number 4, on the stop, and the ball goes over on downs. Now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Hiram Hornets, and the ball is going to be on the 27. 1st and 10 Hornets on the 27 of the Hawks. Two minutes and 34 seconds left in the first half. Big man Hooks coming in the game for the Hornets. Number 55. It's like he's going to go over there and play right guard. Hiram's trying to get this offense set and ready to run quick. No huddle. Usually if you don't do a huddle, you're ready to snap the ball when you get up there, but they're still calling in the play from the coach. Calvin Scott, the quarterback. Well, handoff goes to number 6. He's twisting and turning and dodging people. Davis, Brandon Davis got about 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 5 for the Hiram Hornets. Looks like number 5, McBride, in on the stop. Also Houston, number 16 for the Hawks. 2nd down and 5 for the Hiram Hornets. Second down and 5 for the Hiram Hornets. We're going to take our last timeout for Hillgrove. 1 minute and 55 seconds left in the first half, and Hillgrove takes their 4th timeout. They get 4 timeouts because there's a coach on the field, so they get the extra timeout. Okay, he called timeout to talk to his one player for about 10 seconds. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. 2nd down and 5 for the Hiram Hornets. Calvin Scott, your quarterback, under center. Davis and Spicer in the backfield. And it's going to go to Davis around the far side. We got a flag at the line of scrimmage. I think that might be a little holding on somebody. It's going to go against Hiram. So it's going to go against Hiram as we talk to the captain of the Hillgrove Hawks, number 5. It looks like McBride, maybe. Yep, holding on Hiram. going to back it up 10 yards. That's going to make it 15 yards to go. Yep. Second down and 15 for the Hiram Hornets. All right, second and 15, Calvin Scott under center. It's a long football game, it seems like. Minute 49 for the first half. And Scott's going to keep the ball going around the far side. He's hit head on in the backfield, and he's lost about another 6 yards. Hillgrove came from nowhere and stopped that one. It's back across midfield now. Almost at midfield. It's going to be third down, and the ball's on the 38.
Are you with any Pacific organization? No.
Mm-mm.
You just on the board?
Mm-mm.
Was you ever with a Pacific organization?
What's that?
Was you ever with
Mm-mm.
Never?
No. We're asking about board members for the league. I think I'm the only one that's not on a particular park somewhere. I think I'm the only one that's not involved in one park.
Very unusual for somebody to be on that and not
Yeah.
part of one of the teams somewhere. But you know, it needs something. It ain't got no interest in who wins
Yeah.
or what happens or anything like that.
That's right. Calvin Scott's going to come off now. He's finally up and moving off on his own. It's like he hurt himself, a little upset. Well, we got another replacement quarterback in for the Hiram Hornets with 1 minute and 34 seconds left in the first half. He has been kind of a long half. Huddle breaks. Johnson's your center. Hiram Hornets, number 17, replacement quarterback Schwartz. And the handoff goes to Spicer. He's going to get about 3 yards, and that's going to be about it. Spicer finally brought down by Vineyard. And number 16 for the Hillgrove Hawks, Houston. And it's going to be fourth down now. 4th and 15. 4th and 18 for Hiram with 43 seconds left in the first half, so there's no reason to really do any kind of a punt, turn the ball over. They're not going to get anything going before clock runs out, so they might as well just try to run another play. Calvin Scott's back in as your quarterback. They're going to run play number 13 now. Flag is going to be a delay. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty now for the Hornets. And it's going to be fourth down now and long. 4th and 22, maybe 23 yards to go. That's it. That's going to want to get this play off. All right, that's the end of the first half with your score. The Hiram Hornets 0 and Hillgrove Hawks 0. We'll be back for the third quarter shortly on nwgyfl. All right, we're back for the third quarter of the NWGYFL first game of the week today. The Hiram Hornets and the Hillgrove Hawks 95-pound football team. Hillgrove will kick off to Hiram the start of the third quarter. Kicking for Hillgrove will be number 3, Brazil. And back deep for the Hiram Hornets. Looks like number 18, Terrence Robinson. And 19, Obadiah Spicer. And here's the kick. It's going to go to the front man. He's got it. It's going to be number 2. Number 2 is going to be coming around the near side. He's got a little bit of room, and finally he gets hit by 3 of the Hillgrove Hawks. We got Cotavong, Ocean, and Caldwell in on the stop. That was Scott, Calvin Scott, on the return, and got himself a nice little return there. As Hiram Hornets come out with the football here in the second half, the ball's right on midfield on the 40. No score, 0-0. Big McAfee comes into the game for the Hornets. Went and got me a hamburger, some chips, and a drink at halftime. That was good. Hit the spot. All right, here we go. Under center, Calvin Scott. Reynolds going to the other side of the line now. Here's the snap, and it's going to be a run for Calvin Scott going around the far side. He's got a little bit of room and breaks one tackle and hit hard by number 56 for the Hillgrove Hawks. Put a stop to him, stood him up, and then somebody else came and took him down. For the Hawks, it's going to be Jason Rustini. Or Rustin, maybe. It's like they put his name in the computer and spelt it wrong. Unless his name ends in a 1. So it's going to be second down now, 7 for the Hiram Hornets. So they have a little confusion with their wristbands. They'll get through that, though. Here's the snap. It's going to be handoff to Obadiah Spicer up the middle, and he's going to be hit hard and broke a couple tackles and then stood up. And he gained about 3 yards on the carry. It's going to be third down now and 5 for Hiram Hornets. Big number 19, Obadiah Spicer. It's going to be third down and 5. Third and 5 for Hiram. It's going to be a quarterback sneak up the middle, and he's going to get about 4 yards. It's going to be close to a first down. Is this going to be the first down? Fourth down, they say. They're going to measure it. I don't think it's anywhere close. Looks like the well, it looks like the yard marker is on. Well, I thought it was on the line, but it's not. Yep. Yep. That's true. All right, so let's see what we got here for the it's going to be short. About 2 inches. Oh, they gave it to him. No, hey, hold on.
About that much.
Yep, just like you said.
That's what it looked like when I said,
He called a first down, and he changed his mind quick. All right, so it's fourth down and the nose of a football. Are we going to watch Calvin do a quarterback sneak here? He did it last time and got about 4 yards. Surely he can get about an inch. Yep. Calvin keeps it, and he runs up the middle where he's hit first by, looked like number 56. Well, I might have missed something there. Yeah, it was 56, Houston. It was not enough to keep him from getting the first down, though, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hiram Hornets.
It's amazing how many teams can't make the first down in the pros. You know what? This much, get knocked back there.
Yeah, that's timeout for Hillgrove. That's one thing about the pros I don't understand. They have 3rd and 3 or 4 inches, and they try to throw the ball 80 yards down the field. I don't understand that. You know.
Try to run it sometimes and never make it.
Yep.
Atlanta ain't doing nothing this year.
No. Talking about the Falcons are not doing too good. I got an email picture the other day that said, "Here's a Falcons retractable new home with a retractable roof," and it was a toilet seat. Brad Hall sent that to me. The voice of the South Paulding Spartans.
I ain't been here for 25 years and I ain't seen a Falcon game yet. I probably never will. I saw one Braves game.
What?
I invited to go with him.
Yeah.
Free tickets over at
1st and 10 for the Hornets. Here comes number 6. He's got a little opening here around the far side, and he's going to have enough for about 4 yards. Number 6 is Davis for the Hiram Hornets. 2nd down. Actually, he only gave him about 2 yards, maybe a yard. 2nd down and 8.
run a lot sideways. You didn't go much forward.
A 20-yard run and a 2-yard gain. Second down and 9 for Hiram. All right, Scott's keeping the ball around the far side. He cuts up, and he's finally brought down by number 16 for the Hillgrove Hawks. And he will be short of a first down. It was Houston on the far side that brought him down. It's going to be 3rd down now for the Hiram Hornets. 3rd and 2. Third and 2 for Hiram. Under center. Handoff goes to 19, Obadiah Spicer. He's going to have a little bit of room. And he's going to go all the way down to the 4-yard line, make it the 5. That'll be enough for a Hiram first down. And if they follow pursuit here, or if they follow what's been happening here, they're going to do a couple holds and back up, and it'll be 20 or 25 yards to go. We'll see. They've been here before. Got a lot of yellow jackets hanging out. All right, Obadiah Spicer, the ball carrier, gets about a yard, maybe 2, 3. He's down to the 1-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and goal on the 1. I've always wondered why these ballparks don't put some sugar out in the woods somewhere and let these bees have all they want and keep them away from people. Under center, Calvin Scott. He's going to keep it. He's in. Touchdown, Hiram. So your score, Hiram Hornets 6 and the Hillgrove Hawks 0 as we get ready to go for the extra point. Ball will be on the 3-yard line for the attempt. First score of the ball game, 6-0 Hiram. Back to throw, it looks like, but he's going to keep it coming around the near side. It's going to be Calvin Scott, and he's hit and brought down, and the extra point attempt is no good. And he's hurt again. Yeah, he got hit. Looks like he fell on somebody's helmet. Mm-mm.
We had like 29 out for football in my high school.
Huh.
If you played, you started on the varsity, you didn't play junior JV. If you didn't start on the varsity, you played JV.
Well, we got bees all up in here in this press box, man. I don't like bees. I guess that's why they call them the Hiram Hornets. Well, Hiram's going to kick off now to Hillgrove. It's a 6-0 ball game with 5 minutes and 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Back deep for Hillgrove, we have number 3, Brazil, also Ocean, Houston, and Caldwell. And then Hiram's got this side of the field loaded with players. And it's going to be an onside kick. And it didn't go 10 yards. Hiram got the football, but it didn't go 10 yards, so it should be Hillgrove's ball right there.
What happened was if the guy from Hillgrove didn't touch it.
That's right.
He didn't have to touch it because it didn't go 10 yards.
The umpire called first down Hillgrove, and his coach thought that they called. Yeah, Hiram recovered it, and it did not go 10 yards, or Hillgrove didn't touch it. And when they called first down for Hillgrove, this coach thought that he meant first down for Hiram and started hooping and hollering, and they had to tell him, no. And then he's like, oh.
Hillgrove didn't hit it first. If Hiram had touched it first and hit it into Hillgrove, it'd still been Hillgrove's ball.
Mm-hmm. All right, 1st and 10 now for Hillgrove. The ball's on the 39. See if Hillgrove can answer. We finally got a score in the ball game after 2.5 quarters. We got a score, 6-0 Hiram. And here comes Hillgrove to try to answer the touchdown from the Hornets. Little pistol formation back there. Got 3 wide outs to the right. They need to quit moving. Houston's got the ball going around the far side. He breaks 1 tackle, now 2. He's got running room, being chased down by Johnson, number 88, and finally drug out of bounds after a first down for the Hillgrove Hawks. So that was about a 15-yard gain.
First down. Got to stay on the chain crew over here. They're inexperienced.
Yep. They get excited. Chain crew gets excited, wanting to move before it's time to move. All right, so Hillgrove got a first down, about a 15-yard run. It's going to be 1st and 10 now on the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Hawks, threatening, trying to get back and tie this game up again and maybe go ahead with an extra point. Caldwell, your quarterback, under center. Got his team out there spinning around. Brazil's out there. We have Hamilton. And we got Houston all in the backfield for the Hawks. Little wishbone formation. And it's going to be another fumble in the backfield, and it's going to be recovered by the quarterback, Caldwell. He just kind of threw the ball back to the guy and didn't even have a chance for it. It's going to be about a 3-yard loss. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Hawks. Second and 10 for the Hawks. It's on the 33, 32 maybe. All right, here we go. It's going to be 2nd down and 13 for the Hawks, trailing by 6 now in the third quarter with 3:40 left in the third quarter. Wishbone. Here's the handoff to the front man, and it's going to be another fumble. And it looks like this time Hiram may have it. So another fumble picked up by number 88, Johnson, and the Hiram Hornets come up with a football, and it's going over to the Hiram Hornets, and it's on the 35, 34, 33-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Hiram on the 33. Johnson saved the day for the Hornets. Big number 88 out there. He's played some pretty good defensive football today. 1st and 10 for the Hornets. Calvin Scott's back in as your quarterback. They're missing a player. And there he goes, this Barber, 44, into the ball game for the Hornets. They're going to run play number 3 this time. They got the wristbands as Reynolds is throwing people around in the backfield of his own team and didn't realize the guy was where he was supposed to be. So here we go under center, Calvin Scott, your quarterback, checking his wrist to see what number 3 is, make sure he's got it right. And there's the snap, and it's going to be handoff this time to Davis, number 6, coming around the near side, and he's hit head on by number 12. What a hit by the Hillgrove Hawks, number 12, Cotavong. Stood up Davis, and woo! Yeah, he did. Cotavong's about twice the size of Davis. Davis is a little man, but he's quick and fast. And Cotavong just stood him up and laid him down, and it will now be 2nd down and 10 for the Hiram Hornets. Nice tackle by Cotavong. Under center, Calvin Scott. Here's the snap. Handoff this time to Obadiah. Obadiah's breaking tackles and finally brought down from behind by number 3 for the Hawks, Brazil. Also number 6 in there, Caldwell. We have a Hillgrove Hawk down on the field. It's going to be a 1st down. It's going to be on the 25-yard line of the Hornets. And we have a man down, number 71, Vineyard. Looks like he may have hurt his arm a little bit. We got officials timeout. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. 6-0 ball game. Ball's on the 25 of Hillgrove. Hiram Hornets, 1st and 10. Vineyard looks to have a sore arm that could get him up and walk him off the field and check his fingers on the sideline, but I'm not the coach. Well, here we go. The man's up and walking off the field on his own. He seems to be just fine. Hiram Hornets have a 1st and 10 on the 25, leading the game now in the 3rd quarter, 6-0. Calvin Scott, your quarterback, under center. We got Obadiah Spicer in the backfield for the Hiram Hornets along with Davis. And the ball goes to Obadiah. Obadiah's got a little bit of running room coming near this side, near side, cuts back up the middle. He's hit by Collier. Nice tackle by 38 Collier for the Hawks, and also in there on the tackle number 12, Cotavong again. He's a pretty good defensive ball player. And it's going to be 2nd down and 7 for the Hiram Hornets. 2nd and 7 for the Hornets. Here's the snap. It's going to be a keeper. Calvin Scott's going around the far side. He's got a little bit of room, cuts up, and he's going to be hit by 33, and he broke that tackle. He's still going around the far side and finally knocked out of bounds by number 16 for the Hillgrove Hawks, Landon Houston. That will be enough for another Hiram Hornet 1st down. So it's 1st and 10 now, and the ball is in short of the 5. 1st and 10 on the 7, 1st and goal to go for the Hiram Hornets. First and goal for the Hornets. Ball's on the 7. NWGYFL football game of the week. 95-pound Hiram Hornets and the Hillgrove Hawks. Calvin Scott under center. The handoff's going to go to Davis coming around the near side. He's got a little bit of room. He cuts up. Oh, he stood up. He cut up and got stood up by the Hillgrove Hawks. Big number 33, Hamilton in on the stop. Also coming off the bottom of that pile, looks like we have number 12. Guess who that is? Once again, Katavong. It will be second down and goal now for the Hiram Hornets. We have 58 seconds left in the third quarter. The clock is running. Timeout, Hillgrove. Well, Hillgrove takes a timeout to get their thoughts together. So with timeout on the field, it's 6-0. 20. 20 teams in our league, the nwgyfl. Most of these parks, we have 20 parks. Most of them have 2 fields. I can't think of any that has 3 right now, but. Yep. Due West Hoyas used to have 3 fields at the Due West Hoya. Due West Hoyas, they had 3 fields. Well, it's second down and goal. The ball's on the 4. It's going to be a quarterback keeper, and he's going to get in there pretty close, about another 2-yard gain. So it's going to be third down and goal on the 2. Third and goal on the 2 for the Hiram Hornets. Third and 2. Third and goal on the 2. Calvin Scott, your quarterback. He's going to hand off to Obadiah Spicer. He's going to cut in and out, and he's got it. Touchdown, Hiram. So on the turnover, Hiram comes back and scores. Your score right now, 12-0. Hiram Hornets over the Hillgrove Hawks 95-pound football team with 20 seconds left in the third quarter. The first half was scoreless. Hiram came out here. I guess they got a good talking to at halftime and came out here and picked up 2 quick touchdowns. Looks like Brandon Scott or Calvin Scott, your quarterback, coming around the near side for the extra point. He's going to be short, so the extra point attempt is no good. And now your score, the Hiram Hornets 12 and the Hillgrove Hawks 0. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. We're in Hiram, Georgia, the nwgyfl football game of the week. Hiram will be kicking off again to the Hillgrove Hawks. It looks like they're going to load the line on the other side this time and go for another onside kick. The last one they recovered it, but it didn't get 10 yards and it didn't hit a Hiram or Hillgrove player, so the ball went to Hillgrove. And just a few plays later, Hillgrove turned it over on a fumble anyway. Looks like big number 71 getting some attention on the sideline still. The man who was hurt earlier, Vineyard. Still got coaches around him checking his hand. Now Hiram comes and lines up on this side. Number 8's kicking off for the Hiram Hornets. Joshua Price. And he's going to kick, and it's going to go 10 yards this time and touch the player. So if Hiram gets it, it's their ball, and Hillgrove gets it. 1st and 10, Hillgrove now. The ball's on the 38. We got 95-pound football going on. I think these guys are 8-year-olds. 7-year-old football. Okay, 7-year-old football going on, 95 pounds. Big number 16, McAfee for Hillgrove, or for Hiram, looks huge. I'm glad I don't have to feed that boy. I don't know about the Alabama program there. They're trying. First and 10, Hillgrove. The ball's on the 38 of Hiram. Number 6, your quarterback. He's under center. It's going to be Caldwell. Man in motion. Man in motion is Ocean. It's going to be handoff to the front man, and he's going to be hit by a whole bunch of Hornets and gained about maybe 2 yards on the play. Off the bottom of the stack for the Hornets comes up big number 83. Or make that it was 33 on the bottom of that stack for Hiram, and that's going to be Eichner. Talking about Alabama in the press box here, and not sure that Alabama's going to repeat or not for the 4th year, but they got a good shot at it. Well, that's the end of the third quarter. 12-0. Hiram Hornets over the Hillgrove Hawks. 7-year-old football. Yeah.
Rather taking him on one-on-one. About 200 pounds, about 250, and he run over their ass. And he said, might be they just think about what's going to be for the future and give him a little protection. If you can slip and fall before he gets there. That could be the case sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't want to hit him.
All right, 2nd down and 7. 2nd and 7 for Hillgrove. Caldwell, your quarterback, under center. We have in the backfield big number 33, Hamilton. In motion goes Ocean. Handoff goes to 33 up the middle, and he fights his way down about another 2 yards. It will be 3rd down now and 5. 3rd and 5 for Hillgrove. Looks like we have another injured player, number 88, maybe. Johnson for Hiram is getting up slowly. Also getting up slowly, number 52 for the Hiram Hornets, but he's up. Logan Sanders. Like we got a timeout. We got a coach arguing with a fan. Got all kind of excitement going on out here.
When a player's 7 years old telling the coach what to do. Schedule for who's going to do what position on the thing for the SAG game. This guy here comes and says, I guess I'd go to the SAG game. What's his name said he's going to do the 3rd. I said, really? He said, yeah. So when the 3rd game came up, I said, are you a good? I asked the guy that said that. I said, you're a good umpire? He said, oh, I'm doing the clock. And I said, guess again. He's the umpire now.
All right, 3rd down and 5 for the Hillgrove Hawks. In motion, Caldwell. Got a new quarterback in there right now, number 16. Houston's quarterback. He's got the ball running and cutting and twisting and turning, and finally caught down from behind. Looks like he's got a 1st down, and looks like we got a few Hornets just laying around out here. The man on the stop, McAfee in on the stop. He was out hurt, so I don't know if they're going to make him come out for a play or not. So Hooks is coming in. And if that's Johnson, he's been playing some pretty good ball out there, but it looks like he hurt his arm earlier, and he was holding his arm a few plays ago, and now he's down again. If that's Johnson. Not sure that it is Johnson, but they're picking him up now. We'll see. It is Johnson. Johnson seems to be hurt from an earlier play, and now he's coming off the field on his own.
It ain't going to be the 1st down by the length of the football one way or the other.
No, I think this is going to be.
It looked like going to be a first down.
I think it could be. No, maybe not. A little measurement out here today. It's going to be short.
The length of the football. About the length of the football.
Yep. Well, it's going to be fourth down in the length of the football, so I would expect to probably see a quarterback sneak right here. But you never know. We could put Ocean in motion and get a lot of things going too. So.
Who was the guy on TV Sunday that said, he's going down the ball, down the ball, down the ball. And
Oh yeah.
And he stuck it over the goal.
I saw that. Yeah.
Was that Stafford?
I think it was. Yeah. Oh, no, bad snap. It's going to take a big bounce. Houston's got the ball, and he's got to beat this guy, and he's not going to do it. He's going to go down on the 40 or 35, 36, 37, 38-yard line. He goes down, and it's going over on downs. So Hiram held him, and now Hiram's got the football on the 37. I haven't seen that shotgun run all day from Hillgrove, so the center didn't have a lot of practice on doing that. And it was a high snap, got away from him, and then tackled in the backfield for the ball to go over on down. So it's going to be Hiram ball on the 37. We got 8 minutes and 45 seconds left in the ball game. First and 10 on the 37 for Hiram. Ball hands off to Davis. He's got room, and he's still running. Davis has cut it on the outside. He's being chased by Hamilton, number 33, and Hamilton catches him. Number 33 slows him down, and then big number 16, Houston, comes over and knocks him out of bounds for the Hillgrove Hawks. That will be enough for a Hiram Hornet first down, and it is a first down Hiram, and the ball's on the 15. Yeah, we have had some injuries in this game today. First and goal on the 15. Looks like big number 33 for Hillgrove. Hamilton's got to come out for one play. When you get hurt, timeout's called, you got to go out of the game for a play. First and 10 on the 15 for Hiram. Now leading the ball game 12-0 and threatening with a first down on the 15. Well, it looked like Hiram's offense was unorganized, but Hillgrove calls timeout. So I'm not sure what's up with that, but Hiram had a hard time getting the play organized, and then Hillgrove ends up calling a timeout. So it's like we have a parent and a coach having some words. She's talking about something. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
6-year-old team. The mother was from the Central Cobb 6-year-old team.
I think that they. I heard a little bit about that. That the lady got mad at the other day. Her kid was late for weigh-in or something, and they didn't get to weigh in and play, and they wanted her money back, and he wouldn't give them their money back, so they ended up putting on a little show. Yeah. Calvin Scott's the quarterback keeper, and he's going to be caught down in the back, and it's going to be flags flying in everywhere. Looks like McBride, number 5, might have had a little extracurricular with the face mask going on, and Scott's hurt again for the Hiram Hornets. We got 2 flags. Yeah. the other team.
Mark come out there second ball game and said, now, he pointed to the referee and said, you got to control that crowd on the other side over there. He said, I control the coach. Coach controls the crowd. And he ain't got no condition over the crowd. The crowd's too unruly. He tells coach, you're going to get out. You're going to leave here if that crowd don't shut up. That's about all the referee can do. He can't go control the crowd. Mark can call the police and send them over there and tell them.
All right, we got a new quarterback again. It's going to be Schwartz under center, number 17. As Scott comes out for one play, handoff's going to go to Obadiah Spicer up the middle. And we got another flag coming in. False start on the offense is what I'm thinking happened. See how smart I am. With a dead ball, yep. So I guess we're going to go with a holding call then. Yep. Another holding call. How about that? We have another holding call. Well, they're going to back it up 10 yards. It's going to be first down now and 15. First and 14 for the Hiram Hornets. 7:38 left in the ball game. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay, so here we go. First and 15 for the Hiram Hornets. Fumble on the play. It's being kicked around. Nobody's got it yet, but I think Hillgrove got the ball. The ball was on the ground and kicked around about 5 yards. Hillgrove got it. First and 10 for Hillgrove. Seems to be a little confusion going on, but it's going to be Hillgrove ball, first and 10. They're on the 15. Hillgrove needs to score twice in 7 minutes to get back into this game. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hillgrove did run one for about 45 yards, and the young man stepped out of bounds, and it got called back. That's been about the only excitement all day. Yeah. All right, under center, Wishbone, and here goes the handoff to 33, Hamilton, and he drops it and picked up by Hiram now. So it'll be first and 10 Hiram, this time on the 14. Not sure who came up with the ball. I think it's number 52 came up with the football for Hiram, Logan Sanders. And now it's going to be first and 10 for Hiram on the 14. So they end up gaining a yard out of all that. Flags on the play, it'd be a dead ball. Coach wanted him on the ball. I don't think he realized there was a flag on the play. So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty, and it's going to be now first and 5 for the Hiram Hornets. First and 5 for the Hornets, leading 12-0 right now. Scott's your quarterback. Here's the snap. The handoff goes to Davis up the middle, and he breaks it. The smallest man on the field broke one tackle, finally brought down by number 12 and number 16. Houston and Cotavong for the Hillgrove Hawks. And Davis is now injured. So he's got to come out for a play. Well, another injury for the Hiram Hornets. Schwartz coming in. Wiggins coming in. Now this is Davis hurt. Number 6, Davis hurt this time for the Hornets, Brandon Davis. And he's up and running off, and he's set and ready. He'll come out for one play and then come back in and get some more business taken care of here. Well, here we go. It's going to be now 6:23 left in the ball game. 12-0 Hiram Hornets, threatening. They are on the 10, just inside the 10 of Hillgrove. Hiram Hornets with the football. Under center, Schwartz, quarterback. We also have Obadiah Spicer and Wiggins in the backfield. A fumble on the play, and he's down. He fell on it and tried to pick it up and run, but he was down. Schwartz. Schwartz fell on it, tried to pick it up and run it. Well, it's 4th down now. What are we going to do here? 4th down and 5. 4th and 6 for the Hiram Hornets. They can make a first down, and they can also make a touchdown. So 4th and 6. Are they going to get points, or are they turning the ball over right here? Let's see what we have going on as they all look at their wristbands. Looks like your quarterback's back in there, number 2, Calvin Scott. Here's the snap. Hand off to Obadiah Spicer going around the outside, and he is wrapped up and brought down. And the first down is not gotten, and it's going to go over on downs. So Hillgrove Hawks turned the ball over and held them. Hiram had a chance to score, and the Hawks held them inside the 10, and now the ball goes over on downs. So it's going to be 1st and 10 now for Hillgrove on the 5, 6, 7 yard line. 1st and 10, Hillgrove on the 7. All right, 1st and 10, Hawks on the 7. One of the games of the week today, week 10 in WGYFL football. We got that shotgun formation again, and we got a timeout. Hiram. Yes, sir. Week 10. Our Super Bowl is the Saturday before Thanksgiving, so we got about 4 weeks, 3 weeks. Well, we're going to try that little shotgun formation that didn't work last time. We're going to try it again. There's the snap this time to Caldwell. He hands off to number 1 going around the far side. He's got a little bit of running room and finally brought down. It's Ocean was in motion. And he gained about maybe 2 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 for the Hillgrove Hawks. Well, look here. We got another timeout for Hiram. Timeout, Hiram. So 4 minutes and 26 seconds left in the ball game. We got another timeout for the Hiram Hornets. We got another game today. The 9-year-olds, undefeated Hiram Hornets and the undefeated Ackworth Warriors going into the final week of the regular season to find out who's the number 1 seed. Then we have the 10-year-old Hiram Hornets and the 10-year-old Ackworth Warriors. It's going to be a great ball game for there too.
Is there a chance that those two could meet again for the Super Bowl? Will they put different brackets or?
I'm not sure. I think there's a chance, but I think one of them's got to put the other one out.
Before the Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm. Second down and 9 for Hillgrove. Ball's on the 9. Second and 9 on the 9. Got that shotgun formation again. Man in motion. And it's going to be handed off to number 16 for Hillgrove, and he's going to be hitting the backfield. Houston. He's hit back there by number 16 of Hiram, McAfee. And we lost about 3 yards if you're a Hillgrove fan. It's going to be 3rd down and 11. 3rd and 11 for Hillgrove Hawks, trailing the ball game by 12. It's 12-0. We got 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the ball game. Hiram up by 12. No score in the first half. Hiram came out here quick in the second half and scored 2 quick touchdowns. And that's where we are right now. Hillgrove's trying to get out of this hole they're in, close to their own end zone. 2nd down, 3rd down, and 11. Third and 11, doing a little shotgun thing again. And here comes a man in motion. It's going to be snapped to Caldwell. He takes it around the far side. He's got running room. Breaks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tackles, and Caldwell's going up the sidelines. And he stepped out of bounds on the 20. He got enough for a first down, but Caldwell stepped out of bounds. I believe he's the same one that ran a touchdown earlier that got called back because he stepped out of bounds. Number 6, I think that was. Quentin Caldwell. Yeah, I think earlier it was 16. That's Landon Houston. So 1st and 10 now. Hillgrove's got a little breathing room. 1st and 10 on the 20. Much easier to operate when you got a little room to breathe.
You said the game ended in a safety Monday night?
Under center this time.
Miami beat Seattle on a safety. No, who did it beat? Was it Seattle they beat? Seemed like it's Seattle. Beat them with a safety in overtime.
Hamilton up the middle got about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for Hillgrove.
Just talking about how unusual that thing is. It's the first time it's ever ended in a safety.
All right, Hiram Hornets on defense here in the purple. Hillgrove Hawks in the black. Handoff up the middle again, hit by number 19, Obadiah Spicer. We got a flag flew in from the defensive backs. Defensive back judge.
He's really the umpire.
The umpire man, yeah.
He was going to play defensive back. They played behind everybody. They played, what is this? Back judge, what they play.
All right, so it's going to be going against Hiram. It'll be a first down for Hillgrove. So Hillgrove's got a little bit going here in the 4th quarter, late in the ball game. Don't know what the call was. I wasn't paying attention. Ball's on the 31, 1st and 10. Hillgrove on the 31, down by 12 with 2 minutes left in the ball game. 2 minutes and 27 seconds left in the ball game. Then we'll move to the 100-yard field and get ready for the 5 o'clock game today with the Hiram Hornets and the Ackworth Warriors. Ocean's in motion. Number 16, Houston's got the ball going around the far side. He's hitting the backfield and brought down in the backfield by number 4, Wiggins. And it will be 2nd down and 11. So 2nd and 11 for Hillgrove. They get something going, and then they get thrown for a loss. And they get something going, they get thrown for a loss. 1 minute, 48 seconds left in the ball game. Hillgrove down by 2 touchdowns. It's 12-0, Hiram. This is 7-year-old football. Second down and 11. Hiram, Hillgrove's got the ball on the 30. Game's getting a little drug out. Minute, 18 seconds left. If I was down by 2 touchdowns, I'd probably try to snap the ball a little quicker. And here's a direct snap, and it's going to be to Hamilton, 33, and he's going to get about 4-yard gain before he's brought down by Connor McAfee. Big man, number 16 for the Hiram Hornets. We're going to have time for about one more snap the way they're going. It's like Hiram Hornets will win this game 12-0. Third down and 9. 3rd and 9 for Hillgrove. It's going to let the clock run out maybe. 30 seconds left. All right, they're going to get one more play off. 12-0, the purple team. Hiram winning. 3rd and 9. Here's the snap. Shotgun. Caldwell hands off to his fumble in the backfield. And it's going to be recovered by the Hillgrove Hawks. Hillgrove Hawks. French had a shot at it and didn't make it. Rolled out of his hands, and Hillgrove got the ball with time expiring. That's the end of the ball game. Your score: Hiram Hornets 12 and Hillgrove Hawks 0. The NWGYFL 7-year-old game of the week. See you shortly for the 9-year-old D1s. Hiram Hornets and the Ackworth Warriors, both teams undefeated here in Week 10, coming up shortly.